The internet has things I like. One of the things the internet has that I like, fanfics. So you've read them. Fanfics and fanslash. When they're good, they're great, but when they're bad, they're terrific. I like the self-insertion ones, the little Mary Sue's. Mary Sue, if you need to think of a Mary Sue, think of Wesley Crusher from Star Trek. He's a very good example. Very good Mary Sue example. Little perfect person just put in, and he's like friend to everybody. Hey Wolverine, hey Sailor Moon, I'm your best friend that you never met before. I read a Harry Potter fanfic. Essentially, it was Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone. Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. Harry, it's made of people. Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. It was essentially the exact same story, except for the addition of one character and dialogue to support that additional character. And she wanted to make sure that she was never more than a foot from Harry, sort of being in a baby Snuggie. So her character, I'm not making this up, is Harry Potter's other head. And when I say other head, I mean other head, not other head. It'd be a whole different story. Harry, did your groin just sneeze? No? I gotta go change these pants. The crossovers that just don't make sense. G.I. Joe and the Wuzzles. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and Twilight. But my favorite when it comes to fanfics and fanslash has to be the Sonic the Hedgehog series. Furries aside, that gets insane. First off, original characters. If you want to have a fun evening this night and you can get online, go to Google and just image search Sonic fan character. And just watch it tumble up. Oh, this is my character, Tornado. He's the child of Sonic and Shadow, because in my world that's possible. He carries Excalibur and 2 guns and the Master Moon Man. He's super strong and super fast and everyone likes him. And this is Amy Rose, his girlfriend. And it gets even sadder when you realize the guy narrating that is like 35. And when it starts to get dirty, when they decide that they want to start writing naughty stuff, it's amusing because they get excited by their own writing. Which means the more excited they are, the less attention they're paying to what they're typing. Oh, Sir Nick, first my boobles struck me in the Pleiades. It eventually becomes this weird hybrid sexual Swedish. First my boobles and first in that booba. Quick, Sonic, punch me in the boobs, there's not much time. I'll make you something to drink. I got that. This is vitamin water. I have no idea what the hell would happen to me if I chugged it. I could go Popeye, I could void myself on stage. Let's talk about things I want from anime. If I could have something that's from an anime, I want the World of Cardboard speech. That there's nothing cooler than the good guy beating the living shit out of the bad guy. But it gets even better when the good guy completely describes it to the bad guy before he does it. It's like, take my anger, my rage, and all my hate. That big epic speech, a good example was Superman did one of these things. And he just basically described how badly he was going to kick the shit out of the villain. I was like, I want to do that. I want to just tell him, one of those really hateful villains, like Dalton from Chrono Trigger. You know, that little bastard who like steals your... Yeah. Yeah, someone who basically just constantly like shows up just to bother you in the game, you know? Like, you can't stop me, I'm unstoppable. You may be unstoppable. It's a dub. But I'm going to punch you in the dick. I don't think that... No, I'm not done yet. I'm going to hit you in the dick so hard that you will hear angels. Physics books will have to be rewritten based on the force of the impact. $5 billion movie with a cast of thousands. There will be no prologue. There will be no epilogue. It will only be 3 hours of my fist hitting your dick. At that moment, no matter how sure of himself the villain is, he has to be just thinking for a minute, that nightmare. And then he snaps out of it, get him! Music from Goody Goody starts playing. Nut shot of eternity! Bam! He can explain his voice in the next season. I want him destroyed! I pee out of a Dixie cup now. So his voice reminds me. Epic Mickey comes out in 1 month. I saw a guy. Has anyone seen the Oswald walking around? It's like trying to describe the Snuffleupagus from Sesame Street. As soon as I point him out, he vanishes. Shit. There is an Oswald walking around in Kingdom Hearts gear. But he's keeping his ears rolled down to look like Mickey. Whenever someone stops him for a photo, I see him reach his hand up, pop the ears, and strike this really demented grin. And before they look back, he pulls the ears back down and just says, hey, and walks off. So when they get home and look at their photos, who the hell is this? I didn't pose with what? Roger Rabbit? I like that idea of a costume that quickly changes faces from 1 second to the next. Bam! They even have a little bit in the game where when Mickey turns his back on Oswald, Oswald just starts giving them like the raspberry and that shit. And when he turns around, he starts whistling the Steamboat Willie at him. Which really is kind of a you move. It's like if you were making a face at Mario, and when Mario turned around, you start whistling his too. So,